Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The current topic for the Lakers is which players will be traded and what the roster will look like for next season. Many trades could happen, and one player that interests the Lakers is Memphis Grizzlies star Jaren Jackson Jr. The Los Angeles Lakers aren't waiting around. After a turbulent but promising 2024-25 season that saw them acquire Luka Doncic at the trade deadline and cement Austin Reeves as a reliable third option, the franchise is fully committed to chasing one last championship in the LeBron James era. But with the Western Conference more loaded than ever and the current core falling just short in the playoffs, LA may be eyeing one final piece to push them over the top. Enter Memphis Grizzlies star Jaren Jackson Jr., whose recent first-round sweep at the hands of the upstart Thunder, following a surprising dismissal of Taylor Jenkins, could signal the end of an era in Memphis. If the Grizzlies are open to retooling around Ja Morant and Desmond Bane, a blockbuster deal sending Jackson to Los Angeles could be mutually beneficial, and potentially deadly for the rest of the NBA. Los Angeles Lakers receive Jaren Jackson Jr. Memphis Grizzlies receive Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, 2031 first-round pick, 2026 first-round pick swap. Underscore 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 underscore. Lakers create a big four as the team to beat in the West. The Los Angeles Lakers already shocked the league once this season by pulling off the trade of the year, landing Luka Doncic at the deadline to form a superstar trio with LeBron James and Austin Reeves. Doncic has been spectacular in purple and gold, averaging 28.2 points, 7.5 assists, and 8.1 rebounds since the trade, but even his brilliance wasn't enough to save LA from a likely first-round exit against the top-seeded Timberwolves. Adding Jaren Jackson Jr. into this mix, though? That's a game-changer. Jackson, who averaged 22.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game this season, would give LA a defensive anchor and stretch big who fits perfectly alongside LeBron's playmaking, Luka's scoring, and Reeves' outside presence. More importantly, Jackson's arrival would allow the Lakers to stagger their stars' minutes and reduce the wear and tear on their aging core. Jackson shot 37.5% from three this year, making him an ideal pick-and-pop partner for Doncic and a floor spacer who would open up driving lanes for LeBron and Reeves. Defensively, the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year can switch across positions and protect the rim, a glaring need exposed in their playoff series against Minnesota's towering frontcourt. A big four of Luka, LeBron, Reeves, and JJJ would arguably make the Lakers the most talented team in the conference on paper. If GM Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office want to squeeze every last title run out of LeBron's final years, this is the kind of swing they need to take. The Western Conference is stacked with young powerhouses like Oklahoma City and Minnesota, but this potential super team could reset the balance. A blockbuster trade idea that brings back Showtime Lakers basketball. Let's be clear, this is the kind of blockbuster move that would instantly inject life back into Lakerland. This season was supposed to be the coronation of the Luka-LeBron Reeves trio, but potentially falling short in round one has exposed the need for more depth, defense, and two-way versatility. Jaren Jackson Jr. checks every one of those boxes while still being young enough, 25 years old, to extend the Lakers' competitive window beyond LeBron's inevitable retirement. For fans and the franchise alike, this trade will be about setting up the next 5 years of relevancy, along with being a win-now move. After seeing rivals like the Timberwolves and Thunder surge ahead this year, the Lakers would be sending a message that they're not fading quietly into the background, they're going big, once again. If LA is serious about winning another banner while number 23 is still around, this is the kind of aggressive, headline-grabbing move that makes sense. Austin Reeves takes responsibility for Lakers' early exit after disappointing series. Austin Reeves is owning the weight of the Los Angeles Lakers' early exit, stepping up and taking full responsibility after a disappointing series performance against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The 26-year-old guard, who was expected to be one of Los Angeles's key difference makers in their first-round matchup, didn't shy away from accountability. "I didn't have the series that I wanted to have. You can point the finger at me. I wasn't good enough to help us be successful. I wish I could have done more. I didn't. I struggled. You live and you learn, and I guarantee that I'll get back to work this offseason and be better." It's a rare and admirable admission in a league where finger-pointing can sometimes cloud postmortems. But in this case, the self-critique is grounded in truth. Reeves entered the series with high expectations. Just a couple of years into a 4-year, $53.8 million deal, he had already proven himself a capable playoff performer in 2023, especially during the Lakers' run to the Western Conference Finals. This time, however, he fell flat. Across 5 games, Reeves averaged 16.2 points and 3.6 assists but shot just 41.1% from the field and an icy 31.9% from three-point range. In comparison, Timberwolves forward Jaden McDaniels, seen as Minnesota's third option, averaged 17.4 points on 57.4% shooting while also locking down defensively. Reeves, often tasked with guarding bigger wings, struggled on both ends. The low point came in the decisive 103-96 loss in Game 5. While Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Rui Hachimura each scored over 20 points and battled to keep the Lakers' season alive, Reeves had just 12 points on 5 of 14 shooting and committed a team-high 6 turnovers. He went 2 of 10 from beyond the arc, missing several wide-open looks that could have swung momentum. With no bench player scoring more than 4 points, Reeves' struggles carried added weight. Head coach J.J. Redick had shortened the rotation to 7 players by Game 5, a move that only amplified the impact of every starter's performance. In that context, Reeves' inability to produce consistently on offense and defend at a high level left a glaring hole. Reeves' willingness to take the blame offers a silver lining. It speaks to his maturity, leadership, and accountability, traits the Lakers value deeply. But there's no doubt this offseason will be pivotal for his development. He'll need to work on improving defensively against larger matchups and continue refining his shot under pressure. The Lakers, meanwhile, enter another offseason of uncertainty. LeBron James' future looms large, and the roster clearly lacks depth and frontcourt size. But with Doncic locked in, Reeves under contract, and a strong core in place, the foundation remains solid, provided lessons from this postseason are learned. LeBron James makes remarkable Anthony Davis comment after LA Lakers elimination, "He was gone." LeBron James has given a remarkable response to the LA Lakers' needs. The LA Lakers' deficiencies were laid bare with a demolition at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's 27-point, 24-rebounds performance emphasized the glaring holes on the Lakers' roster. Mark Williams, the player the Lakers could have signed, even poked fun at their exit following the 103-96 home defeat. LeBron James had a remarkable response when asked about the lack of size after the game. LeBron James takes shot. This is the second successive first-round exit for the LA Lakers, following their defeat to the Denver Nuggets last season. This year's frustration saw LeBron James underline his unhappiness with a snappy comment after the defeat. Asked about having to fill in and play at center, due to a lack of other options, he cited Anthony Davis's previous unhappiness. "My guy, Anthony Davis, said what he needed, and he was gone the following week," he remarked, referencing the Luka Doncic trade. Anthony Davis wanted a center. The Lakers' move to acquire Luka Doncic was always likely to result in a short-term pain for a long-term gain. J.J. Redick's team were enjoying a strong season before the trade, but could not resist the opportunity to acquire a generational player like Doncic. This left gaps in the roster, harming their playoff chances this year, which will have to be addressed in the offseason. A week before the trade, Anthony Davis had expressed his desire to switch to power forward, claiming he had wanted a center for years. He was traded to the Dallas Mavericks as part of the deal to acquire Luka Doncic. Lakers president Jeanie Buss later said that Davis was complaining about where he was being played and he wasn't happy, which was one of the factors behind the trade. While LeBron is not serious that he could be traded, his comments underline that he is not happy with the team's current roster construction, and this will have to be addressed. J.J. Redick discusses fourth-quarter struggles and lack of center in Lakers series loss to Timberwolves. In the blink of an eye, the Los Angeles Lakers' 2024-25 season is officially over as they were eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games in the first round. The Lakers lost Game 5, 103-96, but unlike the other games, the team came out shockingly flat in the first quarter. There were plenty of instances where it felt like Los Angeles had already accepted defeat, but they showed signs of life in the second quarter and kept it close from there. Minnesota's defense was as stifling as usual, but the purple and gold did well to fight back and put themselves in position to win the game. However, the Lakers, like in other games in the series, started to fall apart in the closing minutes, and that allowed the Timberwolves to close things out. Following the team's elimination, head coach J.J. Redick says LA got the looks they wanted, but they just didn't go down when discussing the fourth-quarter struggles where LA again scored less than 20 points. "We executed great in the fourth quarter," Redick said. "Missed shots at the rim, missed a bunch of threes, shot 12-4-52 for the series in the fourth quarter from 3. On top of that, you lose 2 games in Minnesota, -12 on scoring opportunities and -13, and then you lose by 20 tonight. Just too many turnovers, too many offensive rebounds, and then you know. I think given the struggles scoring the ball, particularly early in the series, there is a trade-off. There is always a trade-off." Redick went with a smaller starting lineup as he swapped Jackson Hayes for Dorian Finney-Smith, but he defended his decision and didn't think it affected the team's overall offensive production. "You can say, oh, play a center. We couldn't score, so there's a trade-off to everything with this. But we obviously put ourselves in a position to be in the game 3 times in the fourth quarter and just came up short every time," he said. "But again, the offensive part of it tonight in particular, we missed wide-open threes, we missed a couple shots at the rim, we got good looks." With the Lakers only behind a couple of possessions, Luka Doncic missed a layup that led to an Anthony Edwards basket on the other end. Later on, when they were down 6, Austin Reeves also missed a shot at the rim, and that felt like one of the final nails in the coffin. Redick and his staff simply didn't have many answers for a Minnesota defense that was tough, physical, and swarming on every possession. The upcoming offseason is going to be an important one for the franchise, but for now all they can do is tip their cap to a hungry Timberwolves team. J.J. Redick doesn't think fatigue led to Lakers' fourth-quarter struggles against Timberwolves. J.J. Redick shortened his rotation toward the end of the series as he felt most confident in his small ball lineups. Playing that many minutes does take a toll on players, though Redick doesn't believe fatigue was an issue when the Lakers struggled to score in the fourth quarter.